From a married man's perspective, brought to you by the Lions DFW, man. We are in the building, man. Y'all know how we do on Thursday night, man. Grown folks conversation. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, make sure y'all share the link. If you on Facebook, make sure you share the live. You know what I'm saying? And if you on YouTube, make sure you share the live, man. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, man. It's about to go down, man. Hey, check this out, man. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a sensitive subject to all the ones that, man, this going to be a topic that everybody going to have something to say about, especially our black women, man. So we're about to touch on this subject, man. But before we get into that, man, let's go on and get up into this video, man. Well, let's get into this song, man, that we really want y'all to pay attention to, man. Check this out, man. This Avery Sunshine, man. My boy LaVelle just turned me on to this, man. Y'all check this out, man. Let's go.
Can I start by telling the truth? Tell me. We both know what it is to be with the wrong one. And I'm grateful to God. Let me do over a song I've already done. So I find myself telling everybody, baby, ooh, I tell them how good you are.
man.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I'm not the only one that's lucky, man. Y'all heard it? That's Miss
Man.
Yes,
Say, I heard that the other day. You know what I'm saying? That Avery Sunshine is something else, man.
Yeah, she did her thing on that. Say,
yes, sir.
Say.
She did her thing on that.
Hey, she said a mouthful in that sun, didn't she, man?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Damn, say, man, what's the name of that song again?
Lucky.
That's Avery Sunshine, Lucky. As me.
Yes, sir. Everybody that's coming in right now, please like, share, subscribe. And tonight's topic we're going to be talking about is the black woman the least desired.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a heavy topic.
Stirring that pot.
Tonight, man.
Stirring that pot, bro.
Man.
Oh, that's what we do here.
Let me put this up real quick. I'm gonna put this on the banner, man, so y'all can see. Hey, y'all make sure y'all share the live, man. Share the live. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get out of here. We're trying to let everybody share, do all y'all shares, man. And then we're gonna get right into it, man. Hey, fellas.
What's up?
We coming up off Juneteenth and Father's Day weekend, man. We coming up off that. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of things going on throughout the week. R.I.P. again to Big Pokey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I got a video in the back too, man, about his sister saying how he died and all that. So we'll get into that too.
Okay.
I ain't seen the video yet though, so
me either.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
But big shout out to Big Pokey. One up.
And I got the ladies. The ladies gonna have a lot to talk about tonight, man. So y'all see what the topic is, man. It's scrolling right under the screen, right below. Are black women the least desired? And we're gonna go down through there on that subject. I mean, on that topic because, man, we got some stats. Lavelle got some stats. We got some numbers. We're not just gonna put no topic up if we ain't got the numbers and the stats of what's going on. And we got a whole bunch of things that we want to say about this subject too. So
we definitely inviting people in. We most definitely want the ladies to tap in because this is a subject. It's gonna go down so many different rabbit holes with this one tonight. We really want to slow roll this one. We got to even just address the title. Are black women the least desired? When we ask that question, data shows that black women are the least married, have the highest divorce rate, have the highest single parent home rate. But and there's another thing that there's not enough black men to go around. We've been hearing that for so long. There's not enough good black men to go around. We've been hearing that black women outnumber black men, this amount of number, that amount of number. And black women have been asked the question, should they go outside their race today? But from a few polls that we have today, the polls are saying from both polls, two different polls, are saying that black women are the least desired. So we asked this question right here: if black women are the least desired, these out of the racial relationships that black women are saying, that everyone is saying that they need to start having being open-minded to, because we have this thing that black women are the least liked outside their race. So if they're the least desired, who are these men outside of their race that are going to be dating? Because we have a poll from two different sites, whatever. But this is here in America. We're gonna go real deep with this. So y'all don't trip. It's gonna be a flip side to this also. So don't even trip. But we're gonna tackle this first with the women. Are women the most, because they are the headlines of these polls and these articles that are put out. They're not asking the question, are black men the least desired? They're not asking, are Hispanic women the least desired. They're not asking the question, or white women the least desired. They're saying, they're asking the question, and they're saying, not only asking the question, they're saying this. So we don't go off what someone's saying. We heard to talk amongst each other tonight to ask the question: is that true? If that's not true, or is it true? We're here to break that down. We're here to talk amongst each other, because this is not something that our people are putting out. This is something that other people are putting out and saying about us. So let's talk about it.
Talk about it, man. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, man, we about to drop the link in now. You know what I'm saying? So if you have any comments you want to do, put in the comment box. Or if you want to join the panel, man, don't be scared. You can have your face blurred out. You can put yourself on the panel. You can say, and you can just have your auto going. All you got to do when I put the link up, all you got to do is do this right here. It's going to have an option on there where you can take the camera off if you don't want to have your camera off. But man, let's drop the link, man, so we can get these people up in here, man. You know, drop the link so y'all can get up
Yeah,
in
mainly
here, man.
tonight, y'all. We just want to be, you know what I'm saying, be able to focus on, you know what I'm saying, on our black women, you know, to encourage y'all. Hey, it's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not as bad as it seems, but the way, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, things are looking at with society, with social media, with just everything in general, it's making, you know what I'm saying, us, you know, as a people, man and woman, look bad. And especially, you know, when it comes down to online dating, it is a known fact, you know, that there's a lot of black women, and I've seen this on social media, you know, that say that they're afraid to go on Tinder, they're afraid, you know what I'm saying, you know, to go out on these social online dating sites, because, you know what I'm saying, you know, they're being mostly trafficked, you know what I'm saying, for you know, for sex. And you got those, you know what I'm saying, you know, that are quote unquote sex workers, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know, that's putting themselves out there. So I mean, this is, you know what I'm saying, a very loaded topic, you know what I'm saying, that we need to really, you know what I'm saying, for real deal with, you know what I'm saying, and spark the conversation, you know what I'm saying. We want this, you know what I'm saying, to go beyond just tonight's, you know what I'm saying, show. Let's get this, you know what I'm saying, let's get this, you know what I'm saying, the statistics out there. Let's, you know what I'm saying, let's talk about it. And most definitely, you already know I'm gonna come from a biblical perspective on, you know what I'm saying, on this topic as well. So take it away.
Yeah, man. So y'all know how we do it. Y'all got three perspectives from three different opinions. Like, man, you know, Vail gonna come from a different side. I'm gonna come from a different side, and you know, TJ gonna come from the biblical side because he is a minister. So it's gonna be a melting pot, man. And then when we come down to the solution, man, you know how it goes. It's gonna really be put together. Better Vail.
All right,
let's go through these statistics, man.
Man, let's. I want to start with the first article that come from the store.com. Why black women and Asian men are at the disadvantage when it comes to online dating. So according to this article by the store.com, the two least desired people are black when it comes to dating. When we talk men and we talk women, Asian men and black women are, as store.com says, black women and Asian men are at a disadvantage when it comes to online dating. We're gonna go through this, and we're gonna just ask ourselves, and we're gonna go over this together. And we're gonna really break this down. We're gonna talk about it.
Come on.
We're gonna, like I tell everybody, when you throw away the emotions on everything makes sense. When you leave the emotions out of it, everything makes sense. So we're not gonna be emotional about it. We're gonna hit on it a little bit, and we're gonna slow roll this one right here, because we got to be. This is a very delicate situation, because we also got the brothers, or that black women say that are dating outside their race. They say the good brothers, they get some money, they go outside their race, and they start getting every woman except for Keisha. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna address all that tonight. So don't even trip, ladies. We're gonna address all that. But right now we're talking about the women, the black women, because black women seem to be the subject when it comes to about desirability. You know what I'm saying? They're specifically saying black when they make sure they put black women at the forefront of these articles. So we have no choice but to address this.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Well, I was talking to a friend of mine, man. He's Hispanic. He's Hispanic. And he was basically, I was asking, I was like, man, say, have you ever talked to a black woman before? You know? And he was like, nah, bro, I ain't never talked to no black woman before. I was like, why wouldn't you talk to her? I mean, why you haven't? You know? And he was stating that he said, man, really, bro? He said, I'm scared of her. I said, what you mean you scared of them? Like, what? Why? He was like, man, they too, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, they too aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I said, where you get that from? He like, every black woman that I done met, she like extra aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how? Why you say that? I'm like, he was like, man, I just can't adapt to him. Like, I don't feel like I'll be able to tame a black woman. So he's not the only one that said that. Now you read me the statistics of all this, and then I also got a video of Dr. Umar talking about this too. But this man basically said that he's scared of all women because he feel like they too aggressive. Like, man, where you get that shit from? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a normal thing. We normally seeing this shit, you know what I'm saying? But what TV put out there and what social media put out there, I think that right there is what makes people scared to talk to black women, bro. And I think that's why they have them down at the bottom of the totem pole, because what we present and what they put out there in the face of our black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. All they show is black women being extra. All they show is black women being more aggressive. And then that's what you get. That's what they see all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like they got our black women at the bottom of the totem pole, because shit, look what they putting out there. With these reality shows, they make sure that they stick to showing black women doing all this dramatic shit. They make sure they show them doing all type of dramatic shit in movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, the black woman is portrayed as the more masculine, aggressive being on the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like that's like that, bro.
I agree with you 100%.
That's a good point, QD.
That's one. I agree with that, because we can't not deny that black women are the most beautiful women on the planet. Black women are all the women that come in different shades of color. Why are they? They didn't say the most. The question not the most beautiful, less desirable. Desirable, being desirable, and beauty is two totally different things.
Right.
Right.
I can see an outfit that I think is very nice, but I don't desire to wear something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
yeah,
let's not conflate the two. And a lot of people misconstrue the two. Because someone may tolerate you doesn't mean that they necessarily want to. And this, I think a lot of women, just general, just not even black women, but women in general have this thing that I can have any man that I want. I can fuck with any dude I want. But the thing is, it's a difference between a dude that want to fuck with you and fuck you. Let's talk this marriage shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Come on.
Do you get the big prize at the end of the day? That ring. All that engaged shit, that don't mean nothing. That's just like a nigga saying
at all.
Suited up the game, but you didn't get in. Did you get in to make a shot, nigga?
Hell, did you catch a pass?
Yeah, so all that don't mean nothing. We trying to figure out why is everyone saying black women are the least desirable, and do we even or is black man even buying and feeding into this shit, and is black man help promote and perpetuate this? You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna get to tonight. Right. So what you got for QD or TJ? But we're gonna slow roll this one.
Yeah, but we're gonna take our time with. We're gonna definitely take our time with it. You know what I'm saying? Because let's look at, you know what I'm saying,
the progression, you know what I'm saying, of the black woman from our parents when they was growing up all the way until now.
Yeah.
Women back in the day, like our mamas and aunties and grandmothers or whatever, though they may had a little bit of ratchetness, it wasn't out front like it used to be, well, like it is now. I was talking to my cousin who's also my barber, and he made a very interesting point. Even though our grandmothers, our mothers, aunts and sisters, you know what I'm saying, if you have older sisters or whatever, even though they did what they did, a lot of things were censored to where now everything goes. So you could throw out the morals, you could throw out the values, you could throw out everything else saying that we was taught as, when we was growing up kids, because I can do me. You ain't got to tell me nothing. If you don't like it, then you can, you can get the heck on and da. Versus a woman back in the day carried themselves a certain way. They looked up to the men that that they loved and they adored or whatever, more than what today today's black woman, the way how a black woman now looks at a man, I don't need no man. Versus back then, they adored and they cherished they man. They cherished their king. Now, don't get it twisted. It's a percentage of, of black women that love their black man. They take care of their black man. They honor them, that black man as a king, and they submit.
Right.
Versus the independent woman. INDP, a Lil Webber song. Where they they feel like that, I don't need no man. And then even the songs and and the things that are perpetuated in social media, in the entertainment industry, has so made women feel like that they don't need a man at all. That they can do it, on their own. So I mean, it's a lot, that you have to look at, from back in the day to now, and really consider what got us here.
Yeah.
What made what made the black woman be who she is now versus the women that we grew up in, we saw as kids.
Let me say this right here. I'm gonna say this right here. I know a lot of strong black women, bro, that have that same attitude, everything that you saying, independent, got their own thing together, you know what I'm saying? But they will submit. But the thing is, it's about who they gonna submit to. You feel me? I think we got a lot of brothers out here that's not able to be the ones that they can look at as a leader, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, we probably had a whole bunch of stand-up dudes going on, but shit. Nigga, look at the shit that they get. Look at all what's going on there. And I'm not pushing that narrative saying that I'm giving a majority of the black women an excuse, because I feel like you need to be submissive and you need to, do feminine stuff. But at the same time, bro, look at these dudes that they getting. I haven't seen any dudes out here, man. Like it's a handful of dudes that even fit the caliber of what we seen Paw and them doing back in the day, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like these dudes, man, there's a lot of dudes that ain't no stand-up dudes, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it take a lot for a young man to learn to be that, you know what I'm saying? Because look, he don't have no role models, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at what they seeing right now. Look at the role models that they had to look up to. They don't have too much to look up to nowadays, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the social media.
They don't.
Look at the rappers. You know what I'm saying? All the bullshit game that they be spitting out there. I mean, you got a 70% of these niggas is like, man, it ain't nothing that they can emulate now. You feel what I'm saying? So shit, that's what they gonna see, man. And I just don't feel like a black woman would submit to a king within. You know, like this man gotta be conducting himself as a king. You feel me? He gotta be conducting himself as a leader. She ain't gonna follow no nigga that ain't no leader, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, she not gonna do that, bro. Especially if she been independent all this time. Especially if she been doing this thing on her own all this time. Nigga, she gonna be looking at the nigga like, man, nigga, you can't lead me. You know what I'm saying? So basically, she just using him for that void, bro. You know what I'm saying? She'll fuck on him, and I mean, they putting this shit together to pay the bills and shit. But other than that, like, man, hell nah, bro. That's she not. If she not submitting, bro, she don't have nobody that she can feel like she can submit to. He not a strong individual for her to submit to. You know, but we do have. No, let me say this though. We do have those ones that will, you know, they'll go against the grain and they ain't submitting to nobody. You feel what I'm saying? They got their shit together. They ain't trying to hear that shit from nobody. But it's some out here that, you know, that will submit, but they gotta be able. They gonna submit to a real live leader, bro. And that's what I feel about this shit.
Now I agree. You know what I'm saying? I agree on that. But then you got to think about, you know what I'm saying, you know, the way how the household, you know what I'm saying, you know how a person was raised in a household. If they wasn't raised, you know what I'm saying, to be, you know what I'm saying, be a king, be a queen, of course you're gonna get a peasant. Of course you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, you gonna get a scrub. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, they don't know their value. You know what I'm saying, they don't appreciate who they are. And I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, put so much emphasis, you know what I'm saying, on the black man versus, you know, what we're talking about tonight. But at the same time, how can a woman, you know what I'm saying, call herself a queen and talk about she want a king and say that she's independent, but she doesn't know how to be dependent on the man, you know what I'm saying, who's coming in her life, especially, you know what I'm saying, if he's already at a place where he's carrying himself as a king, but you feel like, well, I don't need it because, you know what I'm saying, it's the queen sitting on the throne. The queen also know how to submit.
Real talk. Hey.
I'm gonna hit something in a little bit. You know what I'm saying, once I get home, let me get my family something to eat or whatever. I'll jump back on it. You know what I'm saying, as soon as I get to the house.
Man, I'm gonna show this.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna play this video real quick, man. The Dr. Umar, man. Y'all listen to what he was saying in this podcast. Check it out.
If we giving them grace for them having to do it without us, but it wasn't our fault. How are we not getting that same grace and that same respect?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because black men, as the leaders of the community, now
we can't be leaders.
Here's the question we gotta make.
That?
Here's the question. Because the argument y'all make, feeds into the feminist agenda.
Okay,
it's an argument that says I don't want the responsibility.
I'm a leader.
I don't want to fix shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fall back and let her run everything. That's what the feminists tell. They say, look at them, making excuses for why they can't be better men, making excuses for why they can't make better men. You understand? Your argument feeds the feminist narrative. That's dangerous.
That's not what we're making excuses for.
I'm saying I am the better man, but I shouldn't be held responsible because you wanted to choose a Pookie and a Ray Ray. That's not me. I worked too hard in my
go
life.
Back to what I said. Pookie and Ray Ray shouldn't exist. And the only reason why Pookie and Ray Ray exist because we're not in the community making those boys the men they need to be. Do you see that? And she don't get a Pookie if you didn't allow a Pookie.
But she got an Eli. She ain't come to Eli. She went to Pookie. And that's what we're trying to say.
She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
I worked too hard in my life.
She wouldn't have had a Pookie if we didn't allow one.
But Dr. Umar,
men supposed to make raise the boys.
Right. We as men is holding other men accountable for the same thing that you're talking about right now.
What are we doing for the young brothers in the street? So
what you mean, mentoring them? No, I mean he's a great father.
I ain't talking about that's individual. That's good, but that's individualism. Yeah. What are we doing collectively as men to change the trajectory for black boys in the streets right now? Nothing.
We're being a
talking shit.
Yeah, I mean you can take
it's not going to get better unless we put hands on deck. The reason the athletes and the rappers are the role models is the professional black man moved out the hood. Where the dentist at? He ain't in the black community no more. Where the lawyer at? Where the business owner at? Where your city council person at? We abandon black boys and then we blame black men for poor choices in mates that they should not even have to make if we did a better job raising our boys the right way. At the end of the day, if I'm gonna call myself a man, the ultimate responsibility for reconstruction of the black community rests with me. Yes, they have a role. Yes, they have responsibility. But as a man, as a leader, to say I can't fix this shit unless she changes, that's not the definition of a man.
I don't see. I think we're on two different accords. Like, I don't think we're saying that. What I'm saying is I'm capable of being that leader, that provider. I've worked hard in my life. You get what I'm saying? I should not have to.
You still go back to individualism.
But I only feel like we tell black men that we have to now deal with masculine women with children.
Why is she masculine? Because she's had to raise the kids alone. Not one woman,
So you
brother.
mean to tell me
a whole community.
So you mean to tell me the only woman I could look forward in my life is a masculine woman that has kids by other men?
No,
that's what I have to look forward to.
But I'm telling you, mistakes made by black men systemically gave rise to the conditions that allowed her to be masculine and made her end up with a man that you consider to be less than what he should be. And I'm telling you, black men are responsible for her being masculine because we have not helped her raise them children.
I am
and
not.
when I say help them raise them children, I don't mean you as the stepdad.
No, I
I mean you as an active member in the community where we go to every single parent black mother and say, how many sons you got? 2? How many sons you got? 2? Well, guess what? That's your son's big brother. That's your son's big brother. He taking him to school. He doing the homework. He gonna spend a couple hours with him every Saturday. He got his own kids too, but he gonna make time for you. She got masculine because she had to become masculine in order to deal with the rape, the abuse, the domestic violence, the disappointments that men had in her life, and also raising those kids and have to take care of herself all at the same time. The black woman has been the be all in all in our community for half of a century, and now we want to turn around and say because she didn't do it perfectly enough or remain feminine enough when she had to absorb our responsibilities plus her own, that's insensitive and disingenuous.
CD.
Yo,
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna tell you something. I agree with everything he said. That was back then when we were growing up. Today it's a choice. I want you to go. I'm finna send something to you, Kitty. And this broke my heart when I seen it. This is what we dealing with today. This is what we dealing with today, Cutie. You got to play this. See, if we gonna talk about it, we gonna talk about it. You got to see, this is what Dr. Umar is saying we got to say. This is what Dr. Umar is saying we got to say. This is what Dr. Umar wants us to say right here. Play this right here for me, because I'm finna get mad, man.
Yeah, come on, hold on. Let me see what you sent me. Let me see what you sent me.
I promise you got to see this. So I want to see Q. You ain't seen this, so it's gonna shock you.
Let me check
it out. A lot of people
out.
ain't seen this. When they see this, I think women. I think foundational black women. I think black women that understand the order things are gonna see something wrong with this video and say, "Man, what the fuck is going on?"
Let me see. Let me see.
Cause I mean, everything Dr. Umar said, I can agree with him. When we was coming up, I mean, due to the crack era, due to the welfare thing and the all that bullshit you want to talk about, whatever. But today, everything is solely a choice, man. All this I don't need to do for nothing, man. When everybody is grouping up and making something happen, man, all this I do, he got to be this, man. It hurt my heart when I just see black girls saying they want dudes that scammers and all this old type of shit. They don't want a regular square dude, man. He got to be a street dude, man. A street dude can't do nothing but give you a baby and go to jail or die. You know what I'm saying? He don't even got a life insurance. At least if he was smart, he'd at least have $100,000 insurance policy. So, because when he died, the baby, he'll set it up when the baby have a little money and you can do something. But y'all ain't even doing that, man. Let's talk about it for real. People. Why are they saying black women are the least desirable? We got Asian daughter talking about she don't want a nigga unless he got how many bodies? QD. Man, I don't want my daughter to listen to no damn Asian dog.
Hell, not say. Are y'all able to see that?
No, they can't see it, QD.
I can see it. Hold on, y'all. Oh man, I just looked at that, man. That's crazy. Hold on, you see something, man.
This was
crazy.
Because we need to see this video so we can go into the point. What after Dr. Umar said all what he said, It's from a Facebook page. But yeah, you heard the sound. I don't know if they can hear the sound, QD.
They can't hear it. Man, hold on, man. I gotta get this together, man.
Yeah. What's going on in that video right there is I can't even really explain it. You have to see it for yourself so I can elaborate.
Nah. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure they see this.
Bear with us for a second. But I think Dr. Umar made some very good points. You know,
Yeah, I got it. Like,
I think Dr. Umar made some good points about forcing with the man, helping raise. But man, you ain't got to go to nobody. You can start with your little cousin, your nephew. We got people in our family already that need help with their kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And we do that for the most part. We already do that, man. You know what I'm saying? You come and mess with your little cousin, your little nephew, or whatever. You know, I think sometimes, man, Umar just really be caping, man. You know, that's what a lot of the donations come. You know, man, sometimes I be feeling like, you know, everything a hustle. You know,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes, man, Dr. Umar be talking stuff that's just not logical. I'm gonna just say it that way without trying to shit on him. You know, make it seem like I'm trying to shit on Dr. Umar. But man,
Right.
some people, man, we can't work with. Some people, man, we have to leave behind. Hell, some of the kids of this generation we got to look because man, they just a bad batch. They're a bunch of demons. This is the first generation we had.
That is Penny and Kim Fields' mama. This is dangerous. And men, you got to start protecting your seed and being more careful with who you have children with, because this is wrong. No other way to say it.
Gay baby. It's a gay baby. Gay baby. Gay, gay, gay. Please be gay. Oh.
That crap. That right there.
Be what you want to be, but be gay. Okay.
I mean,
that right there, bro.
I can't even believe this shit, bro.
Ask Dr. Umar how we supposed to how we supposed to work with that. What can we
can't work with that. But you got to think about, you know what I'm saying, you know, everybody's laying around with each other. You know what I'm saying? Women open their legs, open their mouth. Yeah, I said it. And men, you know what I'm saying, sticking everything, you know what I'm saying, every Jill, Susan, and Karen, no pun intended. But you got, just like the woman said, you got to be careful who you laying with, because where's their mind at? How they gonna want to, you know what I'm saying, try to talk about they want a king, but this girl just right here plainly said, I want my baby to be gay. He's a boy, but I want him to be gay. You speaking this crap over him? The Bible says this: life and death lies in the power of your own tongue, and you shall eat the fruit thereof. And stuff like that, if you're feeding that in a person's mind, that's what they're gonna become. And then that's where you get all this confusion of, well, I was born this way. No, you weren't born that way. No, somebody, you know what I'm saying, kept on speaking that over you until you became that. We have to understand.
I don't want to cut you out. Go ahead, TJ.
I'm going to say this. We have to understand the creative power that lies in our tongue. I just quoted a scripture from the Bible that says, life and death lies in the power of our tongue. And the second part of that verse says, and you shall eat the fruit thereof. Anything that you're speaking, it's gonna come to pass. Because God put in us a creative ability where, you know what I'm saying, we can speak anything, and if we believe it enough, it's gonna happen. And guess what happens? That child end up being gay. That woman, you know what I'm saying, she's doing her, while, you know what I'm saying, that child is, you know what I'm saying, is doing him or her or they or whatever, you know what I'm saying, pronoun they want to call themselves these days. And it's crazy because where we're looking at, you know what I'm saying, you know, women, black women being the least desirable, how they carrying themselves. I've seen more black women make Twitter pages just to, you know what I'm saying, to sell their bodies. And I'm just gonna be quite honest with you. I can scroll down my timeline and I'm seeing black women solicit their bodies. You know, getting people come subscribe to my OnlyFans. Oh, I can, you know, we can have, you know, I'm talking about doing meetups, FaceTiming, sexting, and all this stuff. And I'm like, dang, when did this ever be? You know what I'm saying, that now our women are subjecting themselves to that type of, you know what I'm saying, behavior.
I'm gonna say this to be fair to the women on that. Everybody doing some horn, man. The white girl on OnlyFans is the one getting all the motherfucking money for real, man. You got Woe Vicky got 50 million off of OnlyFans last year, man. That's the problem. Black women not getting the type of money that these white girls are getting. Why are they the least desirable? That's what we asked in the question, man. Look, if you're gonna do some horn or whatever, man, I want to see, man, this is gonna sound fucked up. I want to see the black women getting the money too. If you're gonna do it, well, you know, I get it, Black China, but man, hey, the horn, when we talking about selling their bodies, ain't nobody did it better than the Kardashians, man. They made $1 billion dynasty from the horn. Based off of a porn video. And after all that, all the dicks Kim put in her mouth and her ass and all that, she still found somebody to marry her. Where's our black women that can do that same thing too?
Yes.
See, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it for real, fam.
Let's talk about it, man. Hey,
let's talk about it.
I'm still at all, man.
We can't just say because black women are acting like hoes, because we got the biggest hoe, Kim Kardashian, that got, after all that, done got married, what, 3 times? Reggie Bush,
was married to Kanye West.
The basketball player. And we all know Kanye couldn't wait to put some babies in him. And he seen the video with Ray J. So what is it? Why are black women, why is everybody, could you put up, I made a collage, QD. Everybody got an article saying that black women are the least desirable. And one of these articles, from one of these sites come from a black site themselves.
Yeah, this was back in 2014 to be exact.
That's a few of them. This is up to date ones. I just put a collage because this conversation comes up often. But I want to go somewhere with this because we had this thing we have this thing, like, we just recently had a big thing with the what's the young lady that's the attorney that said that she don't want to date a bus driver. She has this magic place where she can go pick a millionaire, a billionaire off the tree somewhere. What she failed to realize is a woman like her, a lot of the guys that she's looking for, those high value guys that she's looking for, they don't want her because she's too masculine.
Right.
And that's why she's saying the thing that she's saying. That's why she's single. And not only that, come to find out she was dating a white dude. So that ain't surprising. You had to cross over to the other
side. Even the white dude don't want her.
You know, the brothers, because no brother don't want you. It's easy for you to talk about somebody that don't want you. I hate that, and that's 2 things I hate. This goes for black men and black women. Say whenever you have to justify dating outside your race by shitting on your own people, man, I don't have no respect for you. No, if you're gonna date outside your race, date outside your race. But you should not be shitting on your people to justify your reason of doing so.
But say, let me say something.
Right.
Let me say something about the black men, bro, that date white women. A majority of the black men that I see dating white women, they get the motherfucking white women that the white men don't want. They get on fat ass white women and shit, fat ass, ugly ass white women and shit. Man, come on, bro. They be the same motherfucking white woman, bro. I can say. And be swearing up and down they got them a snow bunny, bro. Like, come on, man. Nah, man. But
nah, you ain't got no snow bunny. You know what I'm saying? That's a polar bear. Real talk.
Hey, and then with the white,
but really work on both sides though.
Yeah, but with the white men, they go get the black woman that we want. You feel what I'm saying? They get the executives, you know what I'm saying? They get the ones we want. You know what I'm saying? But when they come to us, they not side. I ain't seen too many black men go get a badass white woman. I know go get a badass white woman.
I gotta keep it a buck. I gotta keep it a buck. I haven't seen too many of y'all niggas with a snow bunny. I seen y'all with some snow rats.
With some snow rats? Shit, I ain't seen nobody with no badass white woman, bro. I ain't seen
I mean, come on. If we gonna talk about we got a dime, you know what I'm saying, we mess around and got a penny, that's a big, you know what I'm saying, problem with that.
Man, son.
Big problem.
Every dude I know that done got a white woman, well, except for my partner, he got a pretty wife, he got a pretty white woman. But all the rest of these dudes, man, they come up in that bitch with them fat ass white women, bro. Man, come on, man. Or if they ain't fat white women, they some motherfucking meth heads. Come on, man. I ain't seen nobody pulling no bad snow bunnies, man. Nah. I ain't seen nobody doing that.
I'm trying to think when the last time I seen a nigga with a badass white girl that with a bankroll that I'm put him on. I ain't talking about a nigga that's macking. Cause that's expected from him. I'm talking about a regular squad bar ass nigga. Cause that's what you niggas do. Like Tiger Woods went to go get the fucking help, and she get $1 billion out of his square ass. When the last time you seen a square nigga get a white girl as bad and get a bag?
Man, see, I ain't seen it, bro.
See, I got to switch this.
That's rare.
See, even if on the women. Niggas just thought I was gonna go in on the women. But I gotta go in on you square bar ass niggas too. Say now, y'all niggas, hey, we was pretty low on the list too, dog. We were right behind Asian men. Asian men are considered the least desirable man. And you know who was right behind the second least desirable? Black men.
Yep.
So before we start sitting on them, we got some boo-boo on us too.
But let me ask you this, Val. What did they say was wrong with the black man? What's wrong with us?
We aggressive. That's what they say. We too aggressive too.
We too aggressive too? Goddamn.
How are we too aggressive? Well, most of the time, y'all saying we trying to settle disagreements just like they do.
Well, this is the thing. This is the truth, and I'm gonna make this short and sweet because I don't want to go into nothing too deep. Foundation Black Americans are the only group of men that have challenged white supremacy. Every other group has submitted. Every race gets to play that role of being white. We have Hispanic white, we got Asian white, we got Arab white, we got East Indian white. Black people are the only people that don't get to play white. We even have, you know, the craziest thing, man. I had a Dominican tell me that he wasn't black. That nigga was blacker than me. So all these groups, all these people in all these different groups, a lot of people don't know Hispanic is not a race. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of Latino people identify as white. So they think they're identifying with that white man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm not you. That nigga black, nigga tan, darker than mine. Talking about I'm not you.
Real talk. Don't nobody want to be black.
So man, I said
They want to be black when it's convenient.
I said this all this
when it's from
black
other
men
people.
and black women. Check this out.
You just said a mouthful, bro.
We all
They only
we
want to
got.
be black when it's convenient.
Real
We all
talk.
we got, black people. We all we need. Black men, you was number 2, the least desirable. Black women, you were the number 1 least desirable. 1 and 2 go together.
That's right.
Well, we need to figure out what the fuck we gonna do, because we had this thing with our black women that they think they finna go somewhere in this magic cherry pick land and go get them a white man, a Mexican man. They're not desiring you. Those hoes, all these articles are saying that. All right, y'all already outnumber women. It don't even matter about race. Women outnumber men, no matter what race you in. So if they're already having a problem with the amount of men they having in their race, how the hell you think you're gonna go into their race and go pick some men out? Let's talk common sense talk. What we gonna have to start doing is working with each other and get off the bullshit.
Hold on.
A lot of us ain't working with each other. A lot of us, when it's easy for us to shit on each other. Especially this baby mom and baby daddy shit. The first thing you do is gonna put your baby daddy on child support. Why the fuck would you make his life harder? All you did was make your life harder, because they're gonna make your child life harder. You a dumb motherfucker. See,
Let's go, man.
Fam, we
Let's go,
gonna have a
man.
real conversation. We gonna talk
Let's go,
about
man.
we gonna talk about why we are the least desirable, because we're horrible to ourselves. Why would I want to indulge with somebody that don't even like themselves? Why would I, man? Everybody say stay away from them people. Even though we know it's based off of white supremacy and all that old bullshit, all that shit don't even matter, because at the end of the day, man, we are the few drivers of white supremacy. They lit the fuse and we keep it going. They don't even have to keep it going. We keep it going for them with the dumb shit that we doing. Look, like as QD stated, look up, ain't no white man holding no gun to our head making us get on these reality TV shows and show the lower self of us, man.
Real talk.
Everybody feel like they got to do some ratchet shit to get on. And as TJ stated also about the dressing, man, I'm tired of seeing your ass out, man. If you leading with your ass, I can never respect you. Your head comes first. Why is you leading with your ass? I see a lot of black women with the ass, and man, say, man, I'm gonna tell you something, and QD compared to a lot of our brothers that's working out. Hey, man, I gotta say, can I keep it real, man?
Keep it real. What I tell you the other day.
Y'all doing these body jobs, man, but y'all gotta get in the gym with that shit. That's just what that is. Ain't no wrong.
Check this out.
Ain't no wrong with you know, if you got the money to do some cosmetics, man, go and get in the gym with that shit, man. Come and tell you something, man. We go to the gym, QD, and everybody, man, say the other women up in there, they in there for real, boy.
They in that bit for real. Say, look, I'm telling you, I go to the gym every day. Say, them white women and them Hispanic women, them all other, say, they doing butt exercises. They getting on y'all ass. You hear me? Without all that extra shit. Say, I ain't gonna say, man, they are working out, getting that shit natural, man. They done found a way where they can get them some ass. All this, man. You know what I'm saying? Say, y'all black.
Hey, but you want to know what I'm saying? Where they got that from? They getting it from our black women. You know what I'm saying? And they posting it all on their social media.
True.
So they getting the idea from our black women.
But see, you know, black women, they got it in their genes though. You feel what I'm saying? Black woman gonna let her mama be fine. Let her mama be fine. Shit. She too far behind.
I want to stress to all black people out there, we all we got, but we all we need.
We all, yeah.
Say, look,
yeah.
Look here, man. I heard that shit. You know what how old girl came on her shitting on a nigga that's a bus driver, man. You got a young nigga that's in college aspiring to be a lawyer and feeding into that bullshit. You a 40-something-year-old woman that's not even married. She shouldn't be taking no advice from you. Let's keep this shit a buck. You talking about how you ain't even married yet. You can't give her no real advice. You leading her down the same road. You know what I'm saying? All this bullshit. That nigga that's a bus driver probably been the best nigga that she ever have in her motherfucking life. It's all right.
Real talk.
For some reason, hey, look, black women, it's all right for you to make more money than that nigga. Long that nigga respect you. And it's all right to let him leave. And don't try to use money as a factor when y'all get into it. That's the problem.
They quick enough to throw it in our face.
I think that's the problem today. We have a lot of us getting some money today, man, and we think that's the driving force. I don't know if that's like a way of like getting back at niggas, because niggas used to have, when niggas first got some money in the crack era and lost their motherfucking mind, and they say, nigga, it's our time to shine now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's crazy what, but man, that shit ain't working, because at the end of the day, a man don't give a fuck how much money you got. If you don't listen, that shit don't mean nothing to him. He'll be over there fucking with somebody else and getting a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping the buck with you.
And her be sitting there broken the motherfucker.
Hey, man.
That's real.
Every man's perspective. Y'all want some bullshit, y'all know somewhere else. We married. I ain't got no reason to lie to you. I'm just telling y'all the truth. This is the truth. When I get off this bitch, me and my wife gonna go in that room and be okay. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to believe. You know what I'm saying? That nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about. I wouldn't give a shit. I'm telling you the truth.
So
all right, fellas, I'm at the house. I'm getting ready to log in on my laptop, so I'll see y'all in a second.
Okay, man. So you tell me this, man. So from your personal perspective, from you, not off the statistics or anything like that, what do you feel like? Do you? I know that you agree with some of the. Are you surprised that the numbers are like that?
No.
Okay. Now tell me why you not surprised that the numbers are like that. Tell me what's your dilemma. I mean, tell me what do you feel like will make a black woman undesirable? Tell me that, because I know the ladies want to know that from us, and I'm a backdoor you, and I'm gonna tell you what I feel.
It's simple, fam. I'm from the Nation of Islam now. If we don't see the value in our women, why would somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we do not see the value in our women, why would someone else, family? You know what I'm saying? Now, fam, that break my heart, fam. When I go to the store, I see a chick in the store with 4 or 5 kids, fam, and I don't see no niggas. At least in the car pumping the gas, some motherfucking work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's her.
Yeah.
And then what's even more heartbreaking, at them 4 or 5 kids, I know she probably got 3, 4, 5 baby daddies now. You know what I'm saying? Fam, we all over the place, bro. We got a lot of us that don't value our seed. We got a lot of women that don't value their womb. And the people from different cultures. See, y'all gotta realize we are foundation of Black Americans. We are descendants of slaves. We're like no other people on the planet Earth. No other. See, you and that African and that Caribbean, y'all don't get along for a reason, man. Y'all not the same. Y'all don't have the same bloodline. Y'all don't have the same struggle. That's why it's easy for that African to call you a Carter.
Real tough.
And he don't see you as him. And when they see us over here, we apply people to paint a picture of dysfunction. Who wants dysfunction in their life?
So you feel like a lot of black women are more dramatic than anything? Like, do you think they cause more? I mean, because like I told you, man, I was speaking to a Hispanic man. A Hispanic guy told me that he is scared of a black woman because what he sees them do. And it's not just only on TV, bro. You know what I'm saying? He says he sees them always loud, always aggressive, always, I'm like, damn, bro. And I like, we so used to it. Like, I'm like, damn, I ain't never really just think about that shit. 'Cause I love my sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing. I don't even want no, I wouldn't dare, and I wouldn't dare have a relationship with a woman outside of my race. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't something that I can feel like. I don't even feel like a woman outside my race could be able to relate to what we go through day to day as a black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think that she would be able to comfort me or even know. Like, man, I come in there, motherfucker, and I done got racially profiled by a job or the police. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna know how to answer that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even gonna be able to agree with her. And I wouldn't even feel the genuineness in that shit. You feel me? I feel like she damn near to the point where she just feeling sorry for me.
Right.
So that's what I'm at with it, man. You know, I don't know, man.
I mean, even just from, you know what I'm saying, from what I've seen, you know, just in dating period, you know, over the past 23 years, I've seen so many different, you know what I'm saying, shades of our black women just evolve into, you know what I'm saying, just I don't care, you know what I'm saying, this is who I am, this is what I want, you know what I'm saying, and you can't tell me nothing. And it's like that type of attitude, you know what I'm saying, will push anybody away. I mean, think about it. You know, what happened to the sweet, caring, you know, just, you know what I'm saying, you know, a man can run, you know what I'm saying, into the bosom of that woman and tell his innermost secrets to. Where's that woman at? Versus she, you know what I'm saying, she putting your business out there in the street. Oh, nigga, you ain't nothing. Oh yeah, your thing little, and I mean, just doing all sorts of crazy stuff, man. And it's like, dang, what did I do to deserve that? Versus, did I put that in you? Because truth be told, I know, you know what I'm saying, when we was back in high school, you know what I'm saying, I know some of us, we was some players.
Yeah.
You know, we had, you know what I'm saying, we had our little stable. Yeah. And then now, you know what I'm saying, fast forward to now, the tables, you know what I'm saying, the tables been flipped.
Yeah.
You got women, you know what I'm saying, that they, shoot, I got, you know what I'm saying, I got my house nigga, I got, you know what I'm saying, my work husband, I got, you know what I'm saying, my workout partner, you know what I'm saying, at the gym, and Steve Harvey said it best, you know what I'm saying, women got at least about 5 different men in their life. 5 different men. You got, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, the one that's in the friend zone. You got that one, you know what I'm saying, that's the work husband. You got the one that's at home, you know what I'm saying, where he helping pay the bill, you know what I'm saying, but she disrespecting him. It's like they got a stable. And it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like now where men used to be masculine, men are more feminine and women are more masculine. So yeah. Tell me, you know what I'm saying, where did that come? What happened with that? How did, you know what I'm saying, how did the tables turn to where now, you know, you got men, which I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, you know what I'm saying, a man being sensitive, you know what I'm saying, sometimes about his feelings, because it's so much, you know what I'm saying, that we have pent up that we need to, you know what I'm saying, let out. But how do you, I mean, how is it, you know what I'm saying, that now you got men that act more like BITCHs than, you know what I'm saying, than women?
Well, fam,
man, because come on, man.
Well, it's simple, fam. It ain't rocket science. That 1970 began that beginning. I'm gonna say late 60s, early 70s breakdown of the family structure of black women starting to link up with the white feminist movement and all this women power and all this shit. Black women have never had no issues in the household with the black man, man. That was white women challenging their white men. That white man used to treat that white woman like shit. If y'all remember the last story I had did on one of my shows, I can't remember. Anyway, white women used to be waitress, and white women were getting paid like shit. So white women went on strike and said, "We want some more money." That white man said, "Okay, I'm gonna find somebody to do this shit for cheap. Get the fuck out the way." The white man has always treated that white woman like shit. We our history and our culture of black women have always been our equal. So it's never been no struggle. I think black women let white women help manipulate them and start making them believe they need the help and be fighting they struggle. Man, we always had to work with each other. We didn't have time to be fighting about no motherfucking equal rights because we was all getting treated the fucking same. We were just hoping that white man was going to work for him and going to try to rape him, so we had to kill this nigga. So all that shit, man, that's a bunch of myth, man. That's a myth. All that white black women have to fight for right shit. So that's some shit today that black women this struggle, this feminist movement shit, man. That shit is a distraction for real. All this
really
shit, this power, this power struggle that we have. We ain't got time for that shit. Do y'all seen the list? We number 1 and 2 for the least desirable, and we over here talking about some bullshit.
Say, man,
It's crazy.
To speak on why the well, you know, for one, the family structure was broke down. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you had a lot of black men that were raised up by their mother, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got some good guys that came up out of that, man. But a lot of dudes that were raised up by their mother and took a lot of their mother's ways, man. You know, that gave them the notion to act kind of like them. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of dudes out here that was acting off emotions. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of shit that they do is off emotion, like most of the time what women do. You know what I'm saying? So
that's my bad too. I forgot to send that study to you when you were talking behind the scenes. A study just recently came out and showed that children fare just as well with the father as if they was in 2-parent home, but didn't fare as well with the mother. That's a new study that came out. That with the father being around, the kid does just as well with like it's in a 2-parent household versus a mother. Because the fact is, a woman can't raise a man. A man can raise a daughter. Only thing a man can't teach his daughter how to put that where he can live. He can't be. That's an easy fit. But that man brings structure. Simple as that. Yeah. A man, I ain't talking about a boy. A man brings structure.
Mm-hmm.
So that's come from a study. That's not just black women, white women, every woman. If a man is in a household, that child fares better. And it's just the same outlook if it's just the father without the mother. That's just a study. I'm not gonna tell y'all. Go look the shit up for yourself and come back and say, LaVelle, you're a goddamn lie. And I'm gonna give you the website. But other than that, man, look the shit up for yourself.
Yeah. And then, bro, and I feel like, and to speak on what TJ was saying on the sensitivity part of the male, it's cool to be sensitive. You know what I'm saying, as a man. But I don't know no black woman that want a too sensitive ass dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Being all goddamn emotional about everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Crying and shit every damn day. I mean, it's cool to let that shit out. But man, sometimes you gotta stick that shit out like a man, bro, and handle your business and look like, you know what I'm saying, and be strong for the family. Don't nobody want to see that shit, man. Like, nigga, oh, that ass ain't gonna do nothing but start crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna be showing I'm not finna be showing my family that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah.
How do you not want what you are grooming? Let's keep it real. A lot of our women are grooming these soft ass dudes because the man ain't in the house. You hate what you are grooming.
You hear me?
Come on, man.
That's
real.
real.
Man, I don't say no names, man. I done talk. We done had conferences and talk, and they be about their sons and shit, and they go do right the opposite what we just talked about. And I be like, see, you grooming the very type of man that you hate to this day.
You hear me?
No, I'm keeping it a buck, fam. You are grooming those type of men that you hate to this day because you want to let them grow up and be men.
Yeah.
This something I've never understood. And it's not even about race. And this every woman. Why are women so hard on the girls but are easy on the boys?
Exactly. Because they know how they want the win. They know how they want their little girl to be. And like you said before, that woman can't raise no man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I don't care. I look, and I commend the ones that have. I commend the ones that have done a great job in there. But I believe, man, that it's always at that process of raising that young man into the stand-up man that he grew up to be. He had to be a stand-up dude around there, his uncle or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, them a girl right there. Her Candace right here.
Yeah,
I was waiting on
Candace.
this, Candace.
I knew she was coming.
Candace had him, but see the thing, Candace always had her father around. Candace had her brothers. See, a lot of people don't know Candace them come from an athletic background, man. They had those structures. They always had that shit.
Always.
So her boys, they had no choice to go to TCU and play some motherfucking football and beat somebody. It was already they didn't even before they came out the womb. They was already gonna be destined to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hit the link, Candace. Hit the link, Candace.
Hit the link. We need.
You don't have to show your face. Hit the link real quick. Yeah, you said what, Bill?
That structure was already laid before they even got there. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's the key right there. They already had the foundation laid out. Versus, you know what I'm saying, we had households, you know what I'm saying, that just let anything go.
Yeah, like I said, it had to be. It was somebody around, bro. It was a man around, bro. It had to be somebody around in order for that to, man. And like I told you, like I commend every woman that has a son that they have raised on their own, and he's come to be into a grown man and handle his business as a man. But I'm telling you, bro, they have to see that response. They got to see somebody within that growing up that they can emulate as a man, bro. I don't care. Right. It got to be somebody around, bro.
That's why I say I agree with Dr. Umar, but this the only thing I agree with. I'm like Dr. Umar going too far with, man, a nigga ain't got to go look out for no, hey, little boy, come here, man. You look like you ain't got no fall. Let me be your man, you look right there in your family, man. Y'all know little June about to start fucking up. You know what I'm saying?
No snatch his ass up.
Let that nigga come over to the crib and look for the weekend or something, man. Find that nigga something to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to go reach farther than the motherfucker.
I mean, your community, you know what I'm saying, is, where you know what I'm saying, where it's your family and who you know what I'm saying is involved in your circle. I mean, I understood what he was saying, but then the fact, you know what I'm saying, that because of, we're all around the country and, it has to start at home. I'm going to say, I got a Bible verse for you. The Bible says charity starts at home and it spreads abroad. What you teach at home is what I'm saying, what your child is going to be, who you going to be. You can't be one way at home and be another way, I'm saying, out there, in your community. Because, I'm saying, you're going to get exposed real quick. Right. And what's so kidding about this particular topic, we look at the patriarch and the matriarch. Where we had the patriarch taken out of the house and the matriarch had to take on what the patriarch was supposed to have been doing. So now she's, she's wearing two hats, where the woman, she's naturally considered as the weaker vessel. Versus where the man, him being created first, he's, the vessel that's supposed to carry the load, carry the burden. When you take that, that person out of the equation and leave the woman, now she's carrying two burdens. Something that she wasn't even capable or created to, to do. Right. So now where you get, a woman that's acting more, and I'm gonna use this word, acting more like a beast. Whereas the man, is supposed to, yeah. How is it, that a man is gonna want that in his life, especially, when he's an alpha, and he feel confident about that, is that man gonna want, another alpha in his life, or he's gonna want somebody, that's gonna compliment? I'm throwing questions out here, so now I can pick y'all brains, because I'm at home now. I'm cocked and loaded.
I don't mind an alpha female, bro, as long as she submit to me as an alpha male. As long as she recognizing who the beast is. She could be a beast when I'm not around.
The big dog.
She know who the big dog is. She could be an alpha. I got an alpha female now. You know what I'm saying? But she knows.
My wife's an alpha female. I'm just saying. It's just it has to complement, you know what I'm saying, one another. You know what I'm saying? You can't be so, you know what I'm saying, someone that's gonna be overbearing. You know what I'm saying, where you feel like you have to be the one that has to be the one that take the lead. Because as we were just talking about a few minutes ago, the family structure in the, you know what I'm saying, in the black home has been hit. And it's been like that for the past 4 or 5 decades? Since the 60s, 70s?
Yeah.
So now we have to, you know what I'm saying, come with a solution. How can we change this? How can we bring where, you know what I'm saying, the social structure of the man and the woman, where the man is back being masculine and the woman being feminine, and it become one again?
Real tough.
Because I know
we got
it really doesn't make. Hey, Candace, what's going on, girl?
Nothing much. How y'all doing?
We good. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have you back on the show tonight.
We've been waiting on
y'all to be back. Y'all been waiting on me.
Yeah.
Hey,
you came with your comment. We got to snatch you on in here. Come on.
Hey, what you got to say? What you got to say, Candy? You heard my monologue I just put up there. I was throwing shots at you. I was trying to see if you gonna come in.
I don't even know what's going on, but I barely know a little bit.
Yeah.
But my boys, they got uncles, of course, my brothers, and they got their dad. They got my dad, but 90% of the time they was around me. But I grew up with that. It was already in me, and like it weighs more on people than what people really think it does, because I was raised like that. I'm more logical than emotional. Then I was able to do that with my boys. It's a lot of times that even now, like my oldest son, I don't really call and text him a lot. I told him that the other day because he got to go through fall camp. He got to be able to. He doing summer school right now, taking extra classes. It's a lot of stuff he has to do that mama got to get out the way. That he got to go out there and do it on his own. Now I have his back on whatever decision he makes, but most of the time he makes the right decision because he already know it's more logical than it is anything. If you upset about something, like he know what our motto is, like sit down somewhere, give yourself time. You don't react off emotions ever.
Right.
Especially like negative emotions. Now good emotions, that's a little different, but negative stuff you can't be wired like that. But most women not like that. Like when they play basketball, they ran track, they play football. If they get hurt, you'll see mamas running all on the field, climbing. They were like, if my boy got hurt, they looking at me like, why you not running on the field? He'll be all right. He'll get up. And if he's really hurt, then I'll go down there. But if you keep doing that, running, and every time something comes up and you run to them, they don't learn. And I always wanted my kids, I wanted to raise happy kids and kids that learn from their mistakes before they make big ones. So I wanted them to do that at a young age. And I hear people say all the time, like they take the dads out of, they got this and they got that, but that's really a cop out because most of the time when we at like all the sporting events, I'm usually the only single mom. Most of everybody else either got a girlfriend, they got a wife, they got some kind of significant other. Now I got a boyfriend now, but when they were younger, it was just mostly me. Usually I'm not only like single person.
Yeah.
But it didn't stop me from teaching them what they supposed to teach. And like a lot of people, they get Section 8 food stamps. That never stop a man from being in the house. Me, I just think a lot of people like to point fingers. Section 8 didn't stop nothing. It never happened and never will. Never. And it's black people, we get the less out of every government assistance. Why we whining and crying about it, I don't know. But I really just think it's the lack of everybody want to point the finger. The men want to point the finger at the women. The women want to point the finger at the men instead of just somebody just going in. Because there's no right way to go in. Just go in and just sort of, be in that village that these kids need. Sometimes they don't listen to parents sometimes. Sometimes you might be an uncle. Sometimes you might be a teacher. It's a lot of kids that listen to me. Like a lot of his teammates, they'll listen to me. And they be like, well, you easy to talk to. I don't know why I easy to talk to, but I am. Well, I do know why, because I'm logical. Because I'll tell them. I tell them the same. I tell them the same thing their parents tell them, but I'm gonna be honest with them. I ain't gonna talk to you crazy. I'm gonna make sure I say it in a way that you can receive it. But I'm gonna tell you, there's no way I'm not gonna tell you because if I don't tell you, this setting you up for failure, and I don't want nobody to fail.
Right. And see, Candace, you just said something, you know what I'm saying, that really makes sense. Where you're thinking more logically instead of being emotional. Now, like you said, there's nothing wrong with good emotions, but then you can't be led by your emotions all the time, because when you're led by your emotions, that's where, you know what I'm saying, that's where you get, the fights. That's where you get, you know what I'm saying, the drama. That's where you get all the, everything that we're seeing now, you know what I'm saying, with black men and black women, even today. Now, I mean, granted, you know what I'm saying, I've never met your boys outside of, you know what I'm saying, what I've seen on social media, but I can definitely tell the way that how you raised them with morals and values. You don't see black women raising their kids now with morals and values. Now, if they're in church, they're saved or whatever, of course, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's what's instilled in them, they're going to instill in their kids. But majority of households now, they try to teach them, you know what I'm saying, to be gangbangers, try to teach them to be drug dealers, try to teach them to be rappers and all this stuff because of what they're seeing out here in society. Now, if you don't, you know what I'm saying, if you don't allow yourself to be, you know what I'm saying, conform to the status quo, then good for you. That, you know what I'm saying, that's cool though. But then with the topic that we're talking about tonight, are black women the least desirable? I want to get some input from you on that.
I'm gonna be honest. No, they're not. I really don't get into statistics a lot. Me personally, I get dudes of every race thing. I don't know. Everybody be like, you where are you from? But I don't see that. I see my circle. I guess it just depends on your circle, really, because in my circle, everybody getting desired. But my circle, we probably one of the few circles that actually hold each other accountable for stuff. Like, we don't badmouth or cuss each other. We don't call each other B's and H's and nothing like that. But when you mess up, like, look, Candace, you should have did that. None of my friends are gonna sit there and let me slide on some BS. Neither one of them. And the same with me. So it's a little different. So I guess it just depends on who you hang around with. Because in my circle, everybody is desirable. I don't know.
You brought up a good subject, right? Cool. I'm gonna ask you this question since we talk about accountability. Overall, do you think black women hold other black women accountable, or they make some excuse or reason why they doing the things they do or did?
I think it just depends on what it is. When a lot of them don't hold each other accountable for stuff like normal stuff because they just not around it. Like calling each other B's and H's, they ain't used to people saying like that. Like that's just the crowd they're around. Like being done with their kids, letting these boys get away with murder, doing all this extra stuff, letting them be too. No, I really just think people not around the right people because women hold women accountable, but it be for something stupid, like minor stuff. It's a lot of times it's not the big stuff. My circle, we minor, medium, big, whatever. That's just I don't know. Maybe we just the last of our little breed or age group or whatever. But we do. But I know a lot of women that don't. They sugarcoat stuff and they talk behind each other's back. They know it's wrong. They just don't confront it and tell like it's certain stuff. I'm not gonna walk out the house with a certain outfit on. My friend not gonna tell me, kids, you look stupid. You look stupid with that on. Like
real talk.
They're gonna tell me, and I tell them, please tell me. I'd rather for you to tell me than the world.
I'm gonna ask you, as a black woman, Candace, QD, are you able to put that collage back up?
Heck yeah, I got it.
As a black woman, Candace, I'm talking about from credible people like NPR. What is it? What do you think is some type of infatuation with black women? Why are everybody going out their way to ask the question, or not even ask the question, but to basically tell us that black women are the least desirable? Some of these not even based in stats. It's just people having based off in some. Because I've read just having conversations. They're just talking.
It's the same. It's every little period of time, it's gonna be something negative about the black woman or the black man. like 3 years ago, they was black men don't raise their kids. I told every black guy that I know that's BS because 95% of the black guys I know are great dads. I don't know too many. I said, and then like a couple years later, here we go, black women. But if you look into like different statistics, like black women, they coming up with this, they profiting and they really doing a lot of good stuff in a lot of different ways. You see more interracial couples, marriages and stuff with black women. So how is they the least when they marry different people? It's not just black men. So I don't get a lot into statistics, but I do think it's a narrative a lot of times to keep us going back and forth at each other neck.
I agree with you.
Okay.
But I
Well
just find it very interesting that they've made black women this social point, talking point, headline on everything, and we've painted this narrative. Also, I think the biggest thing that's made black women so-called in society of people that don't look like us. I'm talking about, and not only people, some of the people that look like us that's not us. I'm talking about from the Africans to the Caribbean. What have made us the black women, I think, is we've allowed. This even goes to black men, that the angry black woman narrative. First of all, I think the black woman has the right to be angry. Let's keep it real, man. For over the last 400 years, man, she's been left to carry a lot. That has to be a hellified thing to be a woman. You know your husband loves you to death. Y'all both slaves, and that white man coming into that outhouse, and that man slave, ain't nothing he can do. That white man about to go in there and have his way with your wife. Not only that, 2 of your kids are yours, but that other one a half breed, it come from that white man. Yeah. Man, that got to be a hellified thing, man.
Yeah, it's deeply rooted.
The buck breaker too.
Man, this shit go deep with it. Our shit is a whole lot deeper, man. Then when people will see, when we start talking this shit, this division within us, I'm talking about us, Foundation of Black America. So I don't want to talk about, because the African doesn't have the same background as us. The Caribbean has a similar background, but not the same. You know what I'm saying? So I don't expect them to identify with us or understand with us. See, because when they talking about the least desirable woman, they ain't talking about that African woman, that Caribbean woman, and that African man, that woman, and that Caribbean one don't think, when they say black, the desirable, they don't think they talking, they say, oh, they talking about those niggas, them black Americans. So that's why I don't get it.
I think I really just think a lot of times it's always gonna be division. Like when they see the black men doing good, when they see the black women doing good, like it's always some kind of something they throw in there to create division between us, and it shouldn't be. I don't think like that. I like I said, I don't feed into stats like that on a lot. If it's negative against black men and women, a lot of times I don't feed into it because I'm already thinking, okay.
Let's keep it real, Candace. All black men and black women working with each other like we should.
Of course not. No.
Because we're promoting in these sons. Look at a lot of these sons, man. We are promoting toxic behavior. You know what's so crazy, man? I see the little Latino community. They're promoting marriage at a young age. They instill that in them at a young age. You're supposed to have somebody that's gonna marry you. Our culture is promoting toxicity. Oh, that's just my baby daddy. That's just my baby mother. I just want a bag. I'm gonna have a baby by this nigga for a bag. Man, this bag ain't even promising. I want a scammer, man. Right now, we can pull up video footage. A young lady say she want a scammer. You want a nigga that literally break the law. Cause it sounds fine.
I've seen videos like that. But then you got to think about how long it's been going on. It's just you know what I'm saying, this should happen overnight. This has been going on, you know what I'm saying, even when we was kids. Now, some of us, you know what I'm saying, we didn't propagate, you know what I'm saying, to that, what was, you know what I'm saying, what was trying to be part of the status quo. And, look at our lives now. Versus, you know what I'm saying, you got people that, if they're weak-minded, they feed into it. And they feel, man, that's
Yeah.
if that's the only way to go, then you know what I'm saying, that's how we're gonna do it. Danielle, you know what I'm saying, posted a question a few minutes ago. She said, do you feel as if you all wives have ever been aggressive in a time you have ever been with them? And that was a question, you know what I'm saying, for women. But then let's look at it from a married man's perspective. Do we feel that our wives have ever been aggressive with us at any time that we've been with them?
Yeah, of course. I expect her to try to be aggressive. And it's
Because
my
it's a
job.
challenge.
It's my job to check her too if I feel like she's being too aggressive. I come on, man. It's just simple as that, man. Look, dog, I'm not on no weenie shit. No, I don't think no woman want no nigga on no weenie shit either, man.
No, bro.
I don't think no woman want no nigga that let her get away with some shit that she
yes,
knows.
man.
I can't believe
I'm
let
sorry,
me get
I'm
away
not.
with that, girl.
I can't be a yes man, but I do know. I do know. You know what I'm saying? When there's a time for me to submit, as well as my wife submit to me.
Okay.
And I mean, I know, you know what I'm saying, when we look at that term submit, you know, it looks like something that is foreign. But all it is, you know what I'm saying, is you just simply giving yourself, you know what I'm saying, to another person.
Right.
That's it.
I would say, like, give me your definition of like submitting to your, like, I know what you're saying, but like I compromise before
So everything I do is biblical. So I'm just bring the Bible into this.
Already, bro. Look, I ain't trying. Look, I'm gonna compromise all day, but I can't put the label of. I don't know, man. Okay, tell me, TJ, how you putting that, and then I probably agree with it. Look, bro. I'm not saying you wrong, but I want to hear so I can agree.
Okay. Let me get the scripture up.
Okay.
The Bible says in Ephesians 5:21, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God. We first of all submit ourselves to God first, who's head, you know what I'm saying, over us.
Okay.
Remember last week we was talking about the family structure: God, man, woman, children.
Okay.
The way how we submit is we first, you know what I'm saying, recognize that we can't make it with, you know what I'm saying, without God. And you know what I'm saying, that's the man, you know, setting up the structure, you know what I'm saying, between him and God. What's the next, you know what I'm saying, part of that structure? Man and woman.
Man, yeah.
I can't always come hard, but you know what I'm saying, but then not listen to my wife. When she, you know what I'm saying, she's trying to give me some wisdom that, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna help me be better.
Gotcha.
I used to buck a lot. And I'm being real and transparent. I used to buck a lot, and sometimes still do. But then when I hear, you know what I'm saying, that God voice, you know what I'm saying, that God voice in my wife's, in her voice, I take time to listen.
Okay.
And when I take that time to listen, that's when I submit, because it's no longer her that's speaking, it's God speaking through her. I got myself out of a whole bunch of trouble by listening, you know what I'm saying, to that woman in the other room.
Already.
So when it comes down to submitting, for the man, it's for the man, you know what I'm saying, to listen. Because sometimes we're so quick to, man, because our minds, you know what I'm saying, our minds run so, you know what I'm saying, like 1,000,000 miles a minute. But then that woman, she comes in, she helps us to slow down, but also she's to help meet. When you look in the Hebrew of the word help meet, that means that's the woman, you know what I'm saying, that is the one that helps you your destiny. She helps you, and she's gonna help you meet your expected destination. How many women have we seen that help their man achieve major milestones in their life, all because one, the man took out the time to listen.
True.
That's what I mean by the word submit.
Yeah.
when I think of the word submit, it's just easier sometimes. You just think about, especially if you lay back, just think about it as relaxing. Like you have a bad day, it's easy to come home and relax. It's just easy. You want to
I
relax.
like that one, Candace. I like that.
Yeah.
A man should feel comfortable in laying down in the bosom of his wife to listen to her calming, soothing voice. Who wants to listen to someone that nags and argues and fuss all the time, starting drama?
Real talk.
So when
what you
we
feel?
I gotta understand though. Sometimes the things you said is nagging ain't nagging. You just don't want to hear it. Sometimes it ain't nagging. Sometimes you don't want to hear it.
Now, Candace, I get that. Now I'm talking about. Now you got women. You know what I'm saying, that she has genuine right to say what she has to say, and it's not nagging. Versus, you know what I'm saying, someone that's just
Yeah, I know some naggers.
It's
I
a big
agree.
difference.
I know some naggers.
Yeah, for real.
Now I'm gonna give you the Greek definition for submit. You know what I'm saying, that came out of this verse. It says reflexively to obey, be under obedience, put under, subdue, unto, be make, subject to, unto, be put in subjection to, submit self unto. Notice that in the middle of that, it says to be under obedience. When you listen to your wife, you're listening, I'm saying, so that you can be able to obey what she's saying, because majority of the time when a woman speaks, especially when it's the feminine side of God, because God, you know what I'm saying, created us what? Male and female.
True.
When he took the woman out of the man, you know what I'm saying, even though they was two, they would still get one, because you still have yet the feminine side that, what I'm saying, that's where the intuition and that's where the wisdom comes in. The Bible calls wisdom a female. Whereas you have another part of the scripture that says to stray, you know what I'm saying, to steer away from, you know what I'm saying, the woman that, you know, that operates in folly. So which would you rather listen to? Listen to someone, you know what I'm saying, that's all in foolery and folly, or listen to someone that's full of wisdom? Because you got men that listen to, you know what I'm saying, to that foolishness. Just saying.
Hey, I got you. Van, what you feel about
wisdom come from a female?
The Bible,
what you feel about this
wisdom as a female?
As a female. Okay.
What's your forte on submitting to your wife, man? Really, man?
Let me see. I want to be real careful with my word. Let me put my desk up. Put my desk up, man.
Look, TJ, look, listen to me. TJ gave all the good shit. So give us your answer. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that?
Man. When I think about just humbling myself, man, I think of a form of humbleism.
There it is.
We do it. I think men submit to their wives all the time when we lie to them about shit that we know ain't true.
Wait a minute.
I knew I should have answered it.
I knew this nigga was gonna come with that, man.
Say, TJ had everything right. That's what that.
I mean, and he just came to, you know what I'm saying, man, you know what I'm saying, humbling someone, which I mean,
let me go and get it. I had to do that. I had to.
No, be real though.
I had to shoot some.
Be real though.
I had to shoot some bullshit. Nah, man. Man, it's been a lot of time, man. Man, from my teacher on, man, and told me about some people. Be like, man, you better watch that boy right there. Mama G, I'm telling you, better watch that boy. That was the same nigga that snaked me out. I caught my first case because that nigga. The same nigga that my mama told me to watch out for. T. Jones and grandmama been giving us wisdom, giving us game for years. Nigga, that's what I was our first game spitter. That's why I wanted that video to play of old girl saying she wanted that baby to be gay. Because that's that child's first teacher. TJ told you wisdom. And that's the wisdom, the child. That's who's in charge of giving that child wisdom.
Mm-hmm. But that, you know what I'm saying, it's a difference though. You got a woman, you know what I'm saying, that can operate in the godly wisdom, but you got a woman, you know what I'm saying, that can operate in worldly folly and foolishness. And that crap, you know what I'm saying, that we just looked at earlier was a bunch of foolishness.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is, man, I have zero problem submitting to a woman because I do, and I'll jokes to the side, it is a form of a man humbling himself because we are naturally more dominant. For a man to submit to a woman, he has to have a form of humility. It takes more than a man just being submissive. A man has to have humility. A man, it takes a lot because we're, as an alpha male, you are naturally dominant. And for a man to have to, and another thing, a man has to have the ability to check himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, I'm wrong. Babe, you right. You know what I'm saying? That's a form of submission. You know what, babe? I was wrong about that, man. And when a man, see, because the thing is, well, one of the most things that a man can do is submit to himself to a woman is when a man is all the way genuinely honest. When a man, that's the best form of submission that a woman can ever ask and think that she can ever get from a man is his total honesty. That's my take.
Well. I like what I heard. I like what I heard.
Yeah, that's the best way. Yeah. Now I feel better. I feel better about that word. I feel better about that word after both of y'all have said that, man, because when you first put it out there, I was like, I don't know about it, but I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that can be done. It's something that's done. I often do that now. In the beginning though, shit, you got to pull my damn tooth out to get me. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? It done been a lot of tenderizing of me. You know what I'm saying? I had to get tenderized, bro, in order to just, go on and, hey man, you know what? You all right. You all right. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a while to do that, man. My wife had to sit me down. And you know what I'm saying? We had to have a discussion on what I don't be trying to hear. You know what I'm saying? But now and throughout that time, I was making some fucked up decisions, you know what I'm saying? Business decisions, you know what I'm saying? And jumping the gun on a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? She had to sit me down and be like, say, man, you fucking up, you know what I'm saying? And I had to take that. You know, after all that, I had to take that, man. And then, I could say that was a form of submission for me, man. But now we have a better line of communication. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I can go back into that realm of, I could go back to that, you know what I'm saying? But she'll check me on that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get it together, but hell yeah, man.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's times, you know what I'm saying, where, that's that other side of me rises up. I mean, who, you know what I'm saying? What man doesn't, you know what I'm saying, want to sometimes buck at, you know what I'm saying, at the woman. But then that woman also got a buck too.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about that's that buck, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna make you, ooh, wait a minute. My man. So I mean, it's in us, and I mean, this topic here, especially in dealing with who's, you know what I'm saying, the least desirable, who's the most desirable. My desire is in that other room.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta be worried about what society say. Damn what society say. Because you don't run my house. All those statistics and all this stuff, and I mean, granted, I was doing all those different things that we see on social media and everything. It's how you run your house.
Yeah.
If the man and the woman is walking in the house as king and queen, it don't even matter what society say. It really don't.
Real talk.
As long as I've been with my wife for 15 years, we operate as a king and a queen. As one.
Well, that's what we started this show for. From a married man's perspective, all of us have 3 different backgrounds, but we have 2 things in common. We are all 3 black men, and we all 3 are married. So those 2 things we can build on tremendously. All the other stuff don't even matter. And God willing, we're gonna continue to bring y'all good content for grown up adults and Candace. Once again, you're a unicorn, Candace. I gotta tell you, because man, you're so easy, man. I wouldn't see how a guy have a problem with you, because I be trying my best to pick at you, Candace, but you make it so hard.
It's not you gonna make me.
I can't. you know,
Candace
I can't even make it. It'd be hard.
Candace gonna be married. Candace gonna be married by next year. Probably this year.
I'm telling you.
Oh no.
Dude don't put no ring on her finger, man. He a crazy man.
What's wrong with him?
Hey,
Crazy. I don't know what.
I don't know the brother. Hopefully he see the show. He do the right thing. Maybe even in the background listening. But hey man, you got a winner. Cause man, Candace say all this stuff, man. Like I just wish we can get half of the women that just halfway think like Candace. Because Candace is a easygoing person. She think from a logical standpoint. That's a lot. That shows the background of you have a lot of guys around you. You don't just react from an emotional standpoint. At the end of the day, she's still a woman. You know what I'm saying? So the nature, we are men. We have a feminine side, but as men, we taught and groomed. We have to keep that in check. You know, yeah. But as a woman, man, to a man, that's sexy to see that a woman has the ability to act from a logical standpoint. I don't think that's sexy when I see a man acting from a feminine standpoint too much, man.
No, that ain't what that is. It really ain't.
Man, I just be trying to listen and learn.
Yeah, shit, you got it. You got it together. Hey, Candace, let me ask you this. For what I'm gonna bring back with the conversation that we got a little time. I'm gonna bring back the conversation we were talking about earlier about the 2-parent household. You had both parents in the household when you were growing up?
Yes.
So you see what I'm saying? There it go, TJ. The foundation was already laid. So yeah. She had enough to pass down. She saw a stand up. It was a man in the household where you like, hey man, you know, that's the role model.
My daddy, the people be talking about Kevin Samuels, but he ain't got none of my dad. Like my dad is just funny. He don't try to be. He not mean with it. He just say how he feel, and most of the times he quiet. But when he say how he feel, that's just how he feel. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm like, why would? There's a lot of women that like Kevin Samuels, but he was right on a lot of stuff. It's just the way he said it. Like most people can't. They couldn't. Men and women both, but a lot of women couldn't take it because they're just not used to nobody actually checking them on stuff. I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with it. If you're doing something wrong, please let me know. I don't want to be out here looking stupid. Tell me. I still go to my dad to this day. Like I just called him last week and I asked him. We was having guy talk, and I'm just asking him different stuff because he's just honest.
Mm-hmm. There you go, y'all.
I ask him everything.
See what I'm saying? Hey.
While my mama in the background trying to give him little pointers.
Hey,
We're gonna close us out, man.
TJ, where you at?
You know, I always, you know what I'm saying, had the benediction, so you know, gotta put me at the end.
Yes, sir.
Let's close
Let's
on
go
out,
with
man.
the benediction.
All right. And I'm looking at this. And I'm gonna come, I'm saying, from a famous passage of scripture, 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. But I'm gonna read this from the Message Bible. And so it's more of a plain English, you know what I'm saying, where it helps you to understand. It says, when I was an infant at my mother's breast, I gurgled and I cooed like an infant. But when I grew up, I left those infant ways for good. One other translation, which I'll go to, the King James, same verse, same chapter. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child, and I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. This topic we dealt with tonight has a lot to do with maturity. Granted, you had those, you know what I'm saying, you know, the who's desirable, who's more desirable, who's least desirable. What, you know what I'm saying, what is making the woman or the man least, you know what I'm saying, least desirable where no one wants them. It all sums up to maturity. How are you walking? Are you walking, talking, acting like a child? Or are you walking, talking, acting like a man or a woman? Let's keep it real. I've seen men and women throughout my life, as I've grown up, be men and be women. They didn't act like kids. And what we see today, we see a lot of so-called men and women acting like kids. They ain't put away their childish ways. The stuff that you know what I'm saying, that you don't have no business doing, but you feel like that, oh, I can get away with it. That's childish. That's immature. And who would want to be with someone that's immature? Paul said it best. When I was a child, I spoke, I walked, and I thought like a child. But when I grew up, all those things I used to do, they behind me. When is it going to be time that the black community is going to grow up? When is it going to be time that our women is going to be women and our men is going to be men? When is the time? The time is now. It's time to put away those things that make people look at our community like we're always so aggressive. We always so ratchet. We always so this. We always so that. And where it's going to start? It's going to start with you. When will you mature and become who God has called you to be? And I mean, it ain't always got to be in the four walls of the church. What about your relationship with him now? Are you spending time with him? Are you talking to him? Are you listening to him to help you grow and to become who he's called you to be for your family, for your legacy? None of this stuff that's happening right now in the world is leaving a legacy for good. It's leaving a legacy for bad. Because we got children raising children. When are we going to get the adults, the real men and real women to come back and raise their households the way that it has supposed to be? When are we going to restore the family structure? When are we going to grow up? When are we going to mature? This is a real serious thing that I take to heart because I hold myself accountable to it. And to everyone that's listening and viewing this podcast, I pray and I hope that what we talked about tonight struck your heart, struck your mind, make you think. Because it's what you're leaving behind that's going to carry your name. And the Bible says this as well. A good name is better than riches. And that's the benediction.
Man.
That's
Found
hard.
from
That's
a married
hard.
man's perspective.
That's hard, man. Hey, man. Sometimes you got to just turn the mic off after that, man. Hey,
Real
man.
talk. Real talk. Hey, man, we appreciate everybody that joined in tonight, man. Candace, appreciate you like all the time for coming in, giving your insight on everything. Everybody that
No
tuned in
problem.
from every different platform, man. I seen some guys, some people from everywhere on here tonight. We appreciate y'all joining in, man. Make sure y'all like the page, man. Make sure y'all share the live. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. We're trying to get everybody to get over there to YouTube, man, because pretty soon that's where we need to be at. But hey, man, y'all make sure y'all keep the notification bell on so y'all will not miss not one show, man. Every Thursday, man, we here. Hey,
we don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss it at all.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we're gonna go out. We're gonna go out with Avery Sunshine again. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that didn't get to check that out in the beginning of the show. And so we're gonna catch up with y'all next Thursday, man, from a married man's perspective. And hey, don't
y'all know what we got
forget.
to do.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all. Give you out the show, man.
Already.
Already.
We're gonna catch up with y'all, man, next Thursday, man. The Lounge DFW presents From a Married Man's Perspective. We're gonna get at y'all, man, next
It's
week.
your boy
man.
TJ. It's your
Let's
boy
go.
TJ, DFW's finest. Signing out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're gonna get at y'all, man. Avery Summers, take us out.
Can I start by telling the truth? Tell me. We both know what it is to be with the wrong one. And I'm grateful to God. Let me do over a song I've already done. So I find myself telling everybody that you tell me. Ooh, I tell them how good you are. And sometimes I get so caught up in you, I forget to remember not to ask you. And you'll never find a woman like me. I'm not the only one here who's lucky. You'll never find a woman like me. I'm not the only one here who's lucky. You're just as lucky.